Hey there, this is Jonathan with IVolLive. Today I want to show the best way to access historical volatility charts. You can see I'm already logged into my IVolLive, but let's say you weren't, or you didn't see any of these charting tabs here. You can see I've got multiple pulled up. The way to pull up a new charting tab, if you need to, is to click on that down arrow and hit add, and you'll see this will be a new default chart option. As always, you can always kind of click on that and drag it wherever you'd like, but let's just say we leave it here for now. And we come to our legend. So you can see this is SPY. This is kind of our default for SPY, these four different charts. So we have spot price, historical volatility, implied volatility, and total options, open interest, and volume. So if we only wanted to look at historical volatility, we could eliminate everything here, minimize here, and then what you're able to do is expand. And now what you can do is you can look at historical volatility over different time frames. So we have 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, and all available. You can also compare different historical volatility terms. So this is SPY. Our default here is historical volatility 180. You could change that term and you can add a lot shorter term. So historical volatility with a 10-day term. And you can see now we're comparing HV10. We already have HV10 on here as a default. So we have HV10, HV180. Let's say we wanted to add another one. So we could stick here with SPY, and we could do historical volatility 30, so more of an intermediate term. So we can compare all of these different historical volatility levels for one instrument, in this case SPY. Could also compare another instrument here, so we could do QQQ for an example, and look at the HV180 for QQQ, and that will overlay on top of the chart. So we can, with any of our charts in IVolLive, you can always have 8 inputs up here, kind of comparing and contrasting. And again, this is the best way to view historical volatility, the different charts and different levels within IVolLive. And then when you're done, you can just hit that square icon, and that minimizes the view. And if you ever want to add a new historical volatility chart, click on this drop-down menu, scroll to historical volatility, and you'll be able to pull up a brand new historical vol chart. The other way to look for historical volatility while we're here is you could go to a name for an example, or you could go to our stock monitor, and when you're running a custom scan, you could click this gear icon, and all of the different historical volatility levels you could set to green, which means they would populate. So historical volatility high low 120, 150, 180, 30, 60, 90, historical volatility percentage. So this will tell you, based on the past 10, 20, 30, 60, or 90 days, how often over the past year has that underlying traded below that specific historical volatility level that it's currently trading at. So it helps put everything in perspective. So that's another way you can screen for historical volatility levels within IVolLive. This has been Jonathan with IVolLive. Happy trading.